All right, let's make a plate like my daughter's little plate here that she eats dinner out of. I always thought these section plates were pretty cool, it organizes your food. So let's get started by making a new part. We'll go to part design and let's see how many different features we can use. Of course, we'll start a sketch. We'll go on the XY plane. And I'll make a rectangle. We'll use sketch fillet right here. It's probably best to click close to the corner, because if I click far from the corner in any direction, it makes for a big fillet. And let me pull up my keyboard monitor. That'd be a good thing to have. There we go. So we'll grab these sections of arcs. We're going to say E for equal, E for equal again, and then these two equal. We'll choose this point, and our origin, and say S for symmetric. Now we're constrained to be symmetric. And Shift R to make a radius, we'll say 25 millimeters. Shift H to make a horizontal dimension. We'll go from point to point 100. Shift V, right? Out to out up here, let's say 75 millimeters. And we'll close. Let's do a pad up to 10 millimeters. Looks absolutely great. We'll select our top face and sketch on that. First thing I'd like to do is actually edge import, say, this lower corner. And I'll go with an arc here. We'll take this point and this point. We'll say H for horizontal, this point and this point. V for vertical. Shift R. Let's go with 23 millimeters. That looks pretty good. And you can also choose polyline here if you want things a bit faster. All right. Shift H, 2 millimeters. Shift V, let's go 2 millimeters again. And we're fully constrained with only 3 dimensions. That's pretty good. Close that. We'll do a pocket. How about down to 8 millimeters? Let's select this face and sketch on it again. And let's do the other meal area. All right, we'll import a couple of edges. We'll say T for tangent. And then V for vertical. Shift R to get a radius. 23 seems good. And we'll choose these points. Shift V, 2 millimeters. Heck, we can make that 1 if we wanted. Want to do that? Let's do that. 1 millimeter. And then I guess we're not constrained just from this one point. That's fine. I'll go here to here to here. S for symmetric. We'll say T for tangent. H for horizontal. And we'll close. Pocket, 8 millimeters, right? We'll do a mirror. And we'll mirror our pocket across the YZ plane, which is already recognized. That's not too bad. I want to just add one other touch. Let's go 1 millimeter right there. Not that any of it matters, but there we are. So let's do a draft, right? And let's choose this face, this face, this face, this face. Right, we're just choosing all of the internal vertical faces on our part here. I think that's all of them. So apply a draft, and we'll select our neutral plane to be this face. And we'll stick this out to be, how about 10 degrees. Now this is of course leaning the wrong direction, so if we go to our top view, I'm going to reverse my pull direction, and now I can see the shadow of all these faces leaning in. That will make it very injection molding friendly, which is really how a plate like this would be made. Let's go with a fillet now. And of course we're going to add faces. I mean edges. There we go. Right, we're just selecting all of the edges on our internal walls that are 10 degrees off vertical. Great. So you can see that all the fillets came in properly. Let's just do one quick edit and make it something like 6 millimeters. That's looking like my daughter's plate. Do some more fillets here. We'll select this whole face. That's looking good. We'll just make that, how about 4 again? Yeah, I like that. Next, almost done with the fillets. Select this edge. One's good. Let's add again. So we got 1 millimeter fillets going all the way around the top of this thing. Now we need to make this more of a constant thickness. So let's select all of our outer faces. And right there. And we're going to select utility to apply a thick solid, right? And when we do that, all the faces that we select disappear, and all the faces that we don't select go to the thickness that we want, which in this case is 1 millimeter. Maybe I can push this to 2 millimeters. Let's see. Yeah, 2 millimeters works. Maybe I'll compromise 1.5. I'm liking that. So there's our 1.5 millimeter thick children's dinner plate for you. We'll accept that. Maybe as some finishing touches, right, we'll say, how about fill it again? 0.75, and we'll add another edge here. .7. There we go. Sometimes that little rounding error. So we've got all smooth edges. I don't think there's a sharp edge on this thing. And it's all down to one consistent thickness. You could say that the centerpiece thing is a waste of space. And if so, I can edit my sketch. That's the beauty of being parametric, right? We can take that down to 1. And of course our fillet around here breaks, so get rid of that fillet and then we update. I could probably just re-add that fillet at 0.7, and we'll add another edge. Yep. So not sure why that last fillet broke, but that is a pretty fun little dinner plate. It's almost dinner time here, so maybe I'll go make my daughter dinner in one of those plates. Hope that it was helpful. If it was, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.